guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm very excited because we are going to pick books for November. So this month I have 4 books that are I've already committed to. I'm either doing buddy reads, I have 2 buddy reads going on, and I have 2 book club books going on. So I'll talk about those in a second here. I'm very excited about them. And then the rest of the month, we're going to TBR jar it because I don't have any other plans. I'm very excited about that. I have purposely not picked any other books or committed to anything else because I want to be able to, use my TBR jar. I haven't been using it very much, so I want to get into that. We're going to pick 4. So that'll be 8 books total in this video. And I'm going to leave it at that because this month I'm also writing a really big research paper for my class. And it's kind of like one of the last big things I have to do for my degree. So that's going to be it's a big thing. It's 12 to 15 pages, a research paper. So that's going to take up a decent amount of my time as well. So I don't want to pick too many books. I have been averaging 10 or more this year. Honestly, my reading has been really, really good. Even the bad months, like in October, I consider that kind of one of my lower months, but I still read more than 10 books. So it's like, really? So this year's just been really good as far as the numbers go for me, but I don't want to choose too many just because I know that a lot of my time is also going to be on this research paper. So that's going to take time away from reading. So it makes sense, right? Okay. I have my books, I have my TBR jar, I have my pumpkin spice. So let's get into it. Okay, the first one on my TBR is a buddy read, and I'm doing this with Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library. And we are going to read one of our 5-star predictions because, we did a 5-star prediction video for Booklist Thursday, and this book was on both of our lists. So we decided, no brainer, we're going to buddy read it. So we are going to read Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. This is book number 6 in her Throne of Glass series. This book follows the same timeline as book 5, Empire of Storms, which was my favorite of the series so far. And this one follows a different character who is off in a different place doing something else than the rest of the characters are. So I'm very excited because this has been highly, highly praised, even though it's a little bit of a different take as far as following the same timeline, but different characters. She hasn't done that before in this series. So I'm really excited to see how this goes. And again, it gets really, really good reviews. So yeah, very excited to get into this one. And then I'm also going to buddy read a book with Krista from Books and Jams. And we're going to read a nonfiction book because it is also like Nonfiction November. I don't usually do Nonfiction November, but I like the concept of it. And it always does kind of spark my interest. And I think maybe I'll pick up a nonfiction this month. It doesn't always happen, but I'm going to make it happen this month. So we are going to read Hillbilly Elegy by J.D. Vance. This is a memoir of a family and culture in crisis. This has been talked about a lot on BookTube, actually, and I've heard it's really, really good, and Netflix is adapting it into a movie, and it looks amazing. I'll leave the trailer link down below if you guys are interested in seeing it if you haven't seen it yet. It's got Amy Adams and Glenn Close in it. And it looks incredible. It's directed by Ron Howard. Like, I'm in completely with that movie. It comes out in November, so I do want to read the book first. And it's short. It's not a really long book, so I think that Krista and I can probably knock this out pretty quickly, but I am excited to read it. First book club pick that I have is actually a book that was on my October TBR, but I was not able to get to it. But the book club is for the Random Reads Book Club, which is on Goodreads. It's hosted by Vicky at Vicky's Book Nook and Bobby from Bobby Reads Too Much. And they pick a book every other month. So you have 2 full months to read the book, no matter how long or short it is. So since I didn't read in October, I do have the full month of November to go ahead and read it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that is The Hunger by Alma Katsu. This is a kind of a horror / supernatural take on the Donner Party, which is something that actually happened in our history. So I've heard it's good. I have heard it's good. Lindsay has been reading this and has really said, I'm really enjoying it. So I have good hopes for this one. But since I didn't get to it in October, we're going to push it into November. And then another book club pick, I joined a book club, an in-person book club here in Rhode Island. It is something that's kind of in my community with military spouses, like in the town that we live in, decided to start a book club. So it's actually the very beginnings of it. November is going to be the first meeting. We're planning to meet in person as of right now. And so the woman who decided to start it put up a poll of 3 different books. All 3 of them I was interested in and wanting to read. And the book that won was Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. And I was very excited because I actually have it on my shelves. I got this from Book of the Month recently, and I'm very excited to read this book. I love Frederick Bachman's writing. I have heard this is very different for him, so I'm not going into this expecting it to be as impactful as Beartown was, because, oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite books of all time. But I am expecting this to make me giggle. And I heard it's more of a humorous take on something. So very excited to read this one, and very excited to actually join an in-person book club. I've been really missing that. Okay, so those are the 4 books that I have officially committed to. Now we are going to pick 4 TBR Jar Picks, and I have no idea what I'm going to pick out. I have no idea what is going to happen, so that makes me very excited. This is what I've been wanting for a while, and I'm finally giving myself the grace to do it. Now, in this TBR jar, there are prompts. So I don't have specific books in here. I just have prompts, so I can pick out a prompt and then pick whatever book that I feel like reading that will fit that prompt. So let's see. We're going to pick 4. I'm going to give this a good shuffle here. Haven't been in here for a while, so let's see what comes up first. Okay, ouch. Without cutting myself would be great. Okay, so this first one is, ooh, a book that scares me. Huh, a book that scares me. What am I scared of? Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay, this one had me excited at first, and now it scares me because I'm hearing not great things about it. And I'm like, great, because I just bought this from Book of the Month. So this is Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam, and I've just heard not great things about it. I guess I've heard polarizing things about it. I don't know that I've heard that many great things, though. I've heard more bad things than good. A lot of people have been disappointed in this book. But it is a Book of the Month book. I would like to start really trying to read my Book of the Month books. They're sitting on my windowsill upstairs in my dining room, and I see them all the time, and I really do want to start picking them up. So perfect time to do that, because I'm now a little bit scared of this one, that I'm not going to like it. It is short, so kudos to that one. But yeah, so we'll do this one for that. What I've been doing with my TBR jar picks is when I pick something, I write what prompt it is on a little post-it note, and I kind of have it up in the corner here, so that way when I read it, I remember what the prompt is, so I can talk about that either in a reading vlog if I do one, or in my wrap-up. So, all right, let's pick book number 2. Oh no, I got to put something in. Hang on. I almost forgot. I want to put a different prompt in there since I used one already. So let's go with this one. What is this? Oh, most recent purchase. So I will put that in the jar. Okay, give it a good shuffle here. So let's pick another one. Okay, let's do this one. There's 2. There we go. Okay. First in a series. All right. Well, I've been working on series this year. However, I've been trying to get through the ones I've already started. I do have one that every time people see it on my shelves, they ask me if I've read it, or they ask me what I thought of it. And I need to actually read it because it actually happened recently. We had someone over, and he asked me, oh, what'd you think of that? And I was like, I haven't read it. And I'm tired of saying that. So I'm going to go grab it. Perfect time to put it on my TBR because it is the first in a series. So let me go grab it. It is massive though, so that's a little bit scary. So this may be something that takes me longer than November to read, which would be fine. I don't mind pushing it and like extending it into December if I need to. But that's Malice by John Gwynne. Ooh, it's huge. But oh my gosh, I hear amazing things about it. I literally don't think I've heard a bad thing about this book from people who I've seen read it. This is the first book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. I think there's 4 books in this series, and it's an epic high fantasy. And yeah, so It's a chunka though. Oh my gosh, it's over 600 pages. So it's okay. I'm excited to read it. It has been calling my name recently, definitely. And so it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. Okay, so that's 2. So let's do number 3. No, add a thing, Sarah. I keep forgetting to add another one when I take one out. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this one. Ooh. Okay, so subscriber recommendation. So something that one of you guys have recommended to me. I'm going to throw that in the jar. Now let's pick number 3. One of these days I'll get the hang of this, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, number 3. Do this one. Ooh, okay. Unread author. So that means an author that I have not read from before. So let's see. Okay, so for this one, this is a book that was sent to me by a subscriber. This is a book that has been all over BookTube. This is a book that is getting all of the 5-star reviews. And this is an author I have not read from yet, but he is someone that everybody's talking about right now. So I want to read The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I really do want to read this. I had this on my Bookoplathon TBR and I wasn't able to get to it. And I made me sad. And then I wasn't able to get to it in October either. And it's just been kind of staring at me. And I'm like, I know, I want to pick you up. So hopefully November will be the month that I can do that. Okay, I'm going to pick another one to add in there. Eesh. Oh, a hyped book. Okay, last pick for November. Let's see, because I got a decent stack going on here. Some of them are short, but I do have Malice, and that's a long one. So, yeah. Okay, let's do this one. This one is, ooh, an Advent book. Okay, so that is a book off of my Advent Christmas exchange. And I think I know exactly which one I'm going to grab. Okay, I'm going to grab this one. This is Dear Fahrenheit 451 by Annie Spence. Lindsay sent me this last year for our Christmas book exchange. And this one is another nonfiction. It is letters from a librarian to the books that she reads. And some of them are love letters, some of them are breakup letters, and kind of talking about like she's talking to these books and telling the books how they made her feel. So I'm very interested in this one. I was so excited when she sent it to me because, you know, I'm in school to be a librarian. So I love the concept of it. It's super short. It looks super cute. They're literally letters. So it really will go quickly. If I just read 1 or 2 a day, I can get through this no problem in November. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this one. Okay, and let's add one more to the jar for next time. So let's do this one. And this one is a random number generator. So I will add that to the jar and that will be available for me next month. Okay, here is my TBR for November. It seems like a lot. This is a heavy stack. I have Tower of Dawn, that's a heavy book, and then I have Malice, which is heavy as well. The other ones aren't super heavy, just all together they are. So 8 books. Hopefully all this can happen. Again, I don't think I'm going to read Malice by the end of the month. I think it's going to take me longer than that, which is totally fine. As long as I get it started in November, I'll be good on that one. So, yeah. But obviously the bottom 4 are going to be my first priorities because they are, you know, either buddy reads or book club reads. And then the other 4, I will try my hardest to get to. So I'm excited. And as far as buddy reads go, I'm just going to go ahead and say this now. I'm not going to commit to any more buddy reads before the end of the year. I have these 2 for this month, and then I do have one that I'm doing with my friend Jamie in December, and I'm very excited about that one. But other than that, I need to not commit to any more just because it is a commitment and I need to kind of concentrate on some other things. So I do consistently get requests for buddy reads, and I don't want anyone to think I'm brushing you off or anything. I'm just going to start getting very busy here soon, especially with school and then the holidays and all that stuff. So I think come January, I'll be ready for buddy reads again. So just keep that in mind. But if you ever do want to buddy read something with me, like don't hesitate to say something. I usually write it down in my planner, like make a note that someone wanted to buddy read something with me. And so don't hesitate to ask. Just don't expect anything before January. Okay. Okay, guys, that is my TBR for November. I'm very, very happy with that. I'm happy that I was able to get into my TBR jar finally, right? And I'm excited to get to all these books. So wish me luck. I do, again, have a big paper that I'm writing. As long as I break it down by the week, then it shouldn't be as overwhelming as I'm making it out to be in my head. It should be fine. But yeah, okay, let me know if you guys have read any of these books. Let me know your thoughts without spoiling anything, obviously. And I will see you guys again soon. Let me know what you're reading in the month of November. I'm excited to hear that too. And I will talk to you guys again later. Hope you have a great day. Bye.